gun right quick and put your fucking hands in there. I'm gonna knock your ass out. I bet you gonna get 2 or 3 of them. And they ain't gonna be no good. I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna take whatever you throw at me, nigga. And I meant I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. When is you gonna get your shit together? When is you gonna get it together?
Yo, why are you there yelling at this man like that, this young man? The problem is you wasn't there in the beginning. What do you mean when he gonna get his shit together? It says a street dad who changed and ain't about to let his son go down that road. I respect that. I'm a street dad, been to prison, I get all that. And one thing I learned what dealing with my son, like you can't treat them like that. All you're gonna do is make him run back to his mother because it says dad is only a phone call away. See, that's the problem with us dads. We a phone call away. We need to be there. And if you ever raised a kid from when it was a baby, ain't no guarantees what's going to happen. But what you do establish in that young age is respect and authority and a great relationship, understanding, where you could talk to them and nip things in the bud from the beginning. It shouldn't come to the point after the fact that you're there policing, yelling and screaming, trying to get this shit out in aggression. What dad shows is that he was raised by a single woman who just yelled and screamed at him because that's his parenting style, threatening violence. So what's going to happen? This kid going to think that the way you deal with problems is threatening violence. It is not the way the parent is wrong. It's wrong.
I don't sit around here and wait too long for answers. When is you gonna get it together? This is shit that I don't want to do. I ain't come over here with this shit. I didn't come over here for this shit. You drawing me to this shit, nigga.
Two things. He should be with you right now. And now here's the thing. I'm not necessarily against dad. I get it. But what I'm trying to say is that we come in after the fact and clean messes up when we supposed to be there when when the ship start to sink, we're patching the holes. When we getting leaks rather, we're patching the holes in the ship. Not when the ship is sinking. Granted, in this society, raising a son is hard. You're going to go through a lot of different things because no matter what, even if you're there, the street's going to have a major influence on your kid, regardless of what you're telling them. Because you could tell them what you want to tell them, but when they go out in this world, they got to deal with the world and fitting in. You understand? So dad might have the right message. I don't necessarily disagree with the message, but the method is the problem. The method is the problem, man. They are human beings. You can't demasculate them. It's a better way to do it. But at this point, all you can try to do is try to establish a friendship relationship with your son and try to communicate him because he's of the age of reason. Now you got to make a better claim than the influence out in the street, not threatening him with violence. Granted, yeah, he could hit down to the path of destruction, and maybe you feel like this is the only way. And don't take this the wrong way. I'm not against the dad because I was him. I did that. I done that. It did not work. It do not work. That is not they are people. And you really need to sit down and get to the root of the problem because behind everything is a reason why. They might not be able to communicate it correctly, but there's a reason why. Whatever he's going through, whatever he's acting out, it's a reason why. And as parents, we got to sit the emotion to the side and try to figure it out, not scream it out and not beat it out of them because we're not animals. Stop treating our kids like animals.
I didn't come here for this shit. Then you talking about I ain't them other niggas. You goddamn right I ain't. You goddamn right I ain't.
Now the son probably got spicy with dad. And dad had to let him know, like, dude, I'm really one of those guys. I'm really outside. I was outside. But that's the problem. You can hear what he said. Dad said, you said, I ain't none of them niggas. He's right. You're not. You're his father. Yo, they don't need a homeboy, yo. They need a father. I needed a father. My son needed a father. A lot of people needed a father, yo. My daughters. But we can't do this. There's a better way. Why do we treat our kids like they little baby puppy pit bulls? They not. They're humans. They have brains that function. You can talk to them. They understand. What you got to do as a parent is learn how to communicate. Yo, a lot of us can't communicate, so we choose violence. That's all it is. He's choosing violence. And whether you agree with it or not, no, yo, nah. Then know what's going to happen. He's going to inflict that same understanding on his kids. He's going to deal with problems the same way with violence. Granted, dad may have a point, but I'm letting you know the method is not one of those things that we want to keep using. One may argue that, hey, when you go out in the street, this, that, and the third, when you deal with the police, it's crazy because when we're not there, mom may fucking treat all this bad behavior like it's cute or try to keep it bottled up because she don't want you to know that your son over there going crazy and running amok, and she tried to keep you out of it because she feel like she could control the situation. But what a lot of women need to understand is you got to let the kid go live with dad. I bet this dude probably is a great father. I bet if he had him the whole time, this wouldn't be a problem because men only could raise men. Now it's out of hand. I've been in this situation. What happens is dad becomes the attack dog. Where mom calls dad, sick 'em boy. Now you're coming over there as the disciplinary. And that's it. And that's all you become. Dad becomes the punishment and not the dad. I'ma call your dad. You heard what he said. I ain't come all the way over here for this. Dad is the punishment. Dad is the I'ma call your dad if. And that's what we can't just be that. We're more than that.
I don't give a fuck. If people criticize, I don't give a fuck. Cause nigga, I can go out there and bitch right now and snap my motherfucking finger and fuck up every nigga that I want to fuck up in bitch if I want to. With no problem. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that. This shit in me. I growed up with it. It's hard. It was hard for me to convert myself over.
Again, wrong. Again, trauma. You hear dad's trauma? Because he grew up fucked up. And now he don't even know how to be a dad. He don't even know how to relate with his trauma. I was messed up and I was this and it was so bad. And I think we all do that as parents. But we don't want to transfer to parents. Your kids should never know that we about to get put out. You should always have your game face on for your kid to let them know it's going to be all right. Not, oh, you wearing everything on your sleeve and you think they not paying attention. They are sponges. They taking all that in. They taking all that in. And he want brownie points for, I don't snort, I don't drink. Dude, you ain't supposed to do that. Stop comparing yourself to the lowest fucking denominator. That's the problem. The bar is low. And you're the father. You're the role model. He got to look up to you. You. Yeah, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't snort. Nigga. This is the example we set for our kids. And when we come and shoot this street shit, what we used to be, it don't matter. That shit don't matter in the real world. That's not what our men need. Stupid ass nigga.
From who I used, it fucks with me today. When some crumb ass shit get around, man, fuck it. I'm killing him. If I want to, if I have to, I'll kill him. If a nigga agitates you, and nigga God on the truth, I lose everything. I meant that. I don't just talk that shit. If a nigga agitates you to the point, and don't take this shit and run with it. This real shit, nigga. This shit coming from your dad. This shit coming from a person that love the ground you fucking walk on. And agitate you. I will go to them folks. I'm not scared. Look, man, y'all leave that shit alone. You fuck with you can cuss me out. You can say, just leave me alone. Don't do that.
All this shit fuckery. Whoever recording it, this fuckery, dad whole stance on parenting is fucking in fuckery. Dad never raised the kid. I don't know how many kids this man got, but he obviously never probably had it the whole way from a baby, first day of school and everything else and coming to the meetings. And I'm not trying to attack this man character because there's a lot of us fathers are out here trying to fucking identify with the street shit when we did with our sons, and we wonder why they go outside and act a certain type of way, or try to be like us, or fucking even be worse. And it's like, yeah, he telling him, don't carry this, don't do that. He is. He gonna wait. Yeah, my dad, yo, we be out here raising failure, unfortunately. And you know, this man did to me because I get tired of looking at my phone. When I open up my phone, this person did, that person did, this person shot by the police, and then it's like, you know why they shoot him? Then the body cam footage get released and they had a gun in their hand. It's like we so backwards, man. And this is where it starts with dads being there. We gotta stop starting families all fucked up where we're not even there. And it's not to put the blame on mom or dad, but I'ma say it, dude. It starts with us. Stop acting like we don't have no power. The first, the power that you have is taking your dick and going home first. And think about when you lay down with a woman, the end result can be a kid, whether you want one or not. That's the reality, regardless if it's fair or not. Life is not fair. We need to start families again. Being there, going fishing, playing basketball, getting into sports, checking homework every day, coming up to school, our presence. All that nigga, cuss, shoot, murder, that shit don't matter. We have been here long enough to see that the end result of this shit is bullshit. It's bullshit. We know it is. He know it is. With those yellow pants on. Who wears yellow pants? But that's neither here nor there. Yo, we know better. And I hate to say it, man. Dad, this your fault. Because you should be there, not coming over there. When you boil it down to the root of the problem is the fact that we're not in the home the way we should be. It's just that simple. And I don't mean no disrespect to him, mom, because she's a goofy too. Because she's recording it and she's posting it online. Part 1, part 2 for us to digest. And I'm going to tell you, young man, your dad shouldn't even have to do all that. The police tell you get down on the ground, drop the knife, drop the gun. You're not going to have that time to debate. They're going to kill you right there on the streets. How? It's over. Not a leg shot, a chest or a head shot. It's over. You're going to have to listen to somebody. Don't let that attitude and little young man ego get you in the grave. Your dad should not have to go to this extreme of yelling and screaming and giving you his credentials for you to listen to him. That's your dad. You might not think he's important, but when you grow up and be a dad, you're going to understand how important your dad was. And unfortunately, he don't know how to communicate. And unfortunately, I don't know how to communicate. It's a lot of us. I'm your dad. I'm him. Take heed, man. Let's just start families the right way. No more fuckeries. 2023. That's all I got to say.